There was some sass there.
There is some sass there. All right.
Much
Nicole,
sass.
So welcome back for another lively and exciting session of the Burning Wheel. It's been a minute.
7 days.
7 whole days. Well, we didn't broadcast the last time that we actually played.
Yeah, but if you don't tell them, they don't know.
And we didn't play that much either.
No, we mostly just skipped things so that we didn't have to deal with it in play anymore. And that's okay, I think, because we really needed to get past some of that stuff. So, should we go around and read off beliefs so that we know where we're all sitting? Do you need me to recap the situation beforehand?
I think the only important thing for the people at home would be that we truncated the fight. Aldwin killed both the wolf and Mazifa, so now I never get a smash. And I learned that the wolves think that we shouldn't be summoning spirits, and I feel like we knew that. But no one's really sure if it's bad or not.
Yeah, they certainly seem to think that it's bad. Whether or not that's actually true is something that's up for debate. So yeah, and that leaves us with us opening where Yezi has been kidnapped by the wolves. At this point, everybody's kind of aware of that, and everybody else is holed up on the inside the walls of the keep. And there's kind of a power vacuum, as well as probably some fallout from that little incident between Aldwin and Mazifa. And I think that's about accurate for where we left things off. So why don't we go around? Who would like to start with their beliefs?
I will. Sorry, I was looking at pictures of vultures. I need to get back to the village and figure out how to handle the wolves. I will find members of the society and talk to the speakers to make a decision. If the Dominus is around, these wolves probably know. I will get the she-wolf to meet me halfway. I figure out this Vel thing. She tells me where to find that coward. And I need to get both the Varda and the newcomers on board. I will rouse them to the prospect of a Confederacy-backed freedom and gain their support.
Nice. Matt, would you like to go second?
Sure. Cordia's temporary rule may be fractious to this town. Gossip needs a symbol, a unifying hero that people can feel safe behind. I will make Aldwin this hero with a costume to match. Cordia is rightfully in command, but she could place disastrous edicts before Yezi returns. I will keep her from doing anything drastic. And walk the path. Show the people of Gossip through example and deed what it means to follow the virtuous divinity.
I just want to I want to clarify something right now. Do you have a belief about making Aldwin a superhero costume? Is that...
Yes.
I'm being facetious,
Good
but...
fucking luck.
The super suit won't glow or be green.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
We can make it glow.
No.
Make it glow. Cool. No, I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page as far as what that was. Nicole or Dustin, which one of you would like to go next?
Nicole first, because I'm trying to send your stream link to my guild.
Alrighty. I need to find out why the ancestors left when the wolves howled. I need to contact grandmother. I will summon a spirit to guide a search party to find Yezi. And Cordia is becoming a threat to our way of life. I need to either convince her that the ancestor worship should be legal or get her to leave.
Nice.
Why is Nicole so much louder than everybody else?
It's my glorious booming voice.
My crap's all my my roll 20's all fubbernuck.
But okay. Is it actually working for you at all?
Parts of it?
Parts of it are working for
Let
you?
me reconnect real quick.
Okay.
I've changed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I would even like to go first if that's okay with you, Shaun.
Yeah, let me once he gets back, once Dustin I see Dustin.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got to do his beliefs and stuff.
Yeah, I got my stuff.
Yep.
I wasn't able to click anything.
Oh,
so
okay. That
was a small problem.
Right.
Okay. Do I need to do my beliefs now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Beliefs. The wolves may still be out there, so I will convince the town to remain behind the walls for now. I must find Yezi as soon as possible. I will organize a search party when I am sure the town is secure. And will not allow the wolves to continue ravaging people, so I will kill them or drive them off.
Okay.
Now, Dustin, it has been a couple days, I think Shaun was saying, like a day or two since the attack.
Well,
yes.
Well, okay.
I'm saying it's because I don't think people are actually in the keep anymore.
Yeah, that would have been good information though. Like before the session started.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I can modify it.
No, we'll do this.
We did our beliefs at the end of the last session.
Yeah, and that's fine. We don't. It's not like I don't have a plot exactly that I'm like. No, it has to start right here. What's that?
I fixed my beliefs.
You fixed your beliefs.
I just changed it to I must find Yezi as soon as possible. I will organize a search party.
Okay.
I just took off when the town is secure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Well, that means that I can push it forward.
Push it to the limit.
Push it to the limit. No, it's only been like a full day, right? Like long enough for people to rest, get a semi decent night's sleep. And I think when we open the well, I guess I should ask, like, once everything has calmed down, do you open the gates back up, let everybody go back to their homes and everything, or
I'm trying to keep people in the walls until I know more about if the wolves are still out there.
Okay.
What about the people that are outside the walls?
What people?
Like, what if there were people that ran to their homes or didn't make it to the keep, or
we kind of established that everybody got there, with the exception of the people that were in the church. So when they came, when they finally snuck their way back, did you guys let them in, or were you like, no, we're not opening the gates?
Yeah, we'd let people in because they aren't wolves.
Okay. As far as you know,
unless they're in people clothing,
right?
Right.
What's wrong?
Wolf people. Okay, yeah. So pretty much everybody is huddled inside the walls. It's uncomfortable. It's overcrowded. People are like camped out on, in the courtyards and on the lawns. And even though it's summer, it's still. Was it summer or late spring? I can't remember.
It was harvest-ish, so
okay.
Late summer?
Yeah, so late summer.
The first real harvest had just come in. That's what the feast was for.
That's right. So it still gets kind of chilly at night, especially since in late summer, autumn's not terribly far off. So like there's no big crisis of like people are freezing to death. But people are definitely like getting grumpy about having to be stuck kind of in the walls together.
Well, they know their option.
And as we open, the Tibesians, those who are still alive, Asnani, Tafina, and Zira, like they hadn't said much when Mazifa's body had been brought back from outside the.
Who brought the body back?
If you didn't have anybody bring it back, they went and got it.
Yeah. I was gonna say I sure as hell didn't.
Oh, so you left it out there. That's good to know.
He's a traitor.
So yeah,
there were wolves.
I mean, traitor to who?
Me.
I think it's fair to say, fleeing the wolves, they could have left bodies, and then this is the morning when people are starting to go out and gather bodies now.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Yeah, no, they like, they if you didn't bring it in when you came in with all the rest of the soldiers, like they waited until the coast was clear. In fact, that's where we're starting. Like you guys are inside the walls of the keep. They've gone out, and then the doors open back up, and Asnani and Zira have come in. They have one of the wagons that they had brought in a lot of the food that they had brought with them. They'd taken that out, and as they come back, they have Mazifa's corpse on the back of it, and Asnani is it like you can just see on his face that he is both sad and angry. And as he rolls in, I think all of you who are there at the keep are present. Whether you were going about your business or what, like people have kind of crowded around to see what's going on, and like they roll this wagon in through the gates, and Asnani catches. He sees Aldwin, like as he comes in. He doesn't say anything, but he just fucking gives you the like death stare.
I'll give it right the fuck back to him. I don't trust any of them now.
As he comes in, halts, like calls the wagon to a halt, and then looks down at is it Father Colin or Fayana that's the closest when they stop?
Father Colin has been moving through the people, so if he's right there, that's okay.
I can be right there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can both be there. Yeah, he doesn't even address Aldwin.
Jesus, that scared me.
At all. He just looks at the two of you, and he says, "We'll need wood."
Oh, I did too, and now he's dead. I'm sorry. Carry on.
I can help get him wood.
He says, I appreciate that. We'll give him his send off at sundown.
Under his breath, Colin does like the Path of Virtue's version of the last rites, kind of like I'm not butting in, I'm not like cutting in front of him, going rah, 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 but like back, like a couple steps back, I'm like a little quick prayer and.
Is it audible? Like, are you trying to?
It's quietly audible. Like I'm being unobtrusive.
Quietly audible.
Quietly audible.
Like I'm not trying to be like, but I'm not like oh blah 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 my religion in your face.
Yeah, he spots you doing it, and he does that one of those things where he stops in mid sentence. He doesn't interrupt you, but gives you the like, "Are you done yet?" look.
Oh, it's quick. It's just like 2 sentences, and then, you know.
No, that's
done.
fine. It's more the obvious like, you know, here I am bringing my foreign dead comrade in, and you're giving him your heathen god's blessing. Yeah, whatever.
And I kind of just give him a shrug, like I don't, for my belief, I don't want his soul to, waste away or whatever. So, kind of like you do you, I do me, kind of thing,
right, Right. Yeah. He says we have. Once he's sure that you're done, he turns back to Fayana and is like, we have things to get ready.
I'll ask him if they need any help. If they have a place in mind that they are going to use for the last rites. Just be kind of helpful.
He says, "Oh no, we'll do it here."
Okay.
And yeah, he the wagoneer like snaps the reins, and the cart kind of lurches forward, and they take everything. So there's like a I don't know, like a coach house kind of back over in that area that they've kind of been keeping their things, their carts and wagons and whatnot, and they've kind of taken it over as their own since they've been here, and yeah, they leave you. They don't say much of anything else. And you can see like all of the people kind of like uncomfortable, because
was Mazifa covered, or was it clear like uncovered? Look, there's a giant sword wound. That's what did him in.
Yeah, no. This okay. Was not like, oh, we found our hero companion. No, this was like, what do you motherfuckers killed this guy? And I don't imagine that the that the incident outside was something that was kept quiet, or was it?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So like they know, everybody knows what was going on.
What Alduin did.
Everybody knows what he did too.
Sure.
That's what you say.
That's what me and every one of my other soldiers that were out there say.
All Imperials, isn't that lucky?
I was gonna say, if you believe the official story.
Hashtag not all Imperials.
Hey, it's a tough job, Kristen.
Whatever, you guys are gonna burn my fucking town down while I'm like out communing with nature, so
We're not. Your ex-boyfriend over here is.
I don't know if fucking off in a cave is considered communing with nature.
No, I'm literally talking with nature.
Hello, nature wolf. How's everything?
After they pass, Colin is gonna look around through the people that have been gathered and try to find Seamstress Tola.
Sweet.
You're not making me a costume.
You want to find a seamstress, huh?
Yeah.
No, he's not making you wear it. You can't stop him from making one. I mean, you could, but it'd be violent.
And with possible appropriate duel of wits, I can have him wear it too. So
true story.
Question: where are you going to get the fur?
Answer: there's 2 dead wolves.
Correct. One of them's out in the forest.
No, it's at the edge of town in the fields.
That other dead wolf is mine.
Yeah, good luck with that. You're not getting it from her.
Well,
how are you going to get that wolf from the field?
We'll figure that out when we get there. Don't jump ahead. Let's do things one step at a time.
Just gotta lay down the wall.
So you want to find the seamstress?
Yeah.
Yes. This is somebody that you've named because you've circled them up before. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I seem to recall it wasn't too crazy difficult before. I don't remember, but. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of everybody's here. We'll say it's probably an ob 2. Yeah, ob 2.
Okay. Does that take into consideration they're here, or does the fact that they're all here give me an advantage die?
No, that's taking into account that they're all here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's base ob 1, and then there's somebody who's lower class than you.
Are they?
Yes.
Matt's character has a class?
I'm a criminal that turned into a priest. I didn't think priests had class, but that's okay.
Well, no, but as far as your social standing in the setting,
I'll pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
What's my failure condition?
Ob 2. You know what? It's.
She was eaten by a wolf.
She was eaten by a wolf. No, if you fail, then it's she's just got a shit ton of stuff on her plate, like, you know, because yes, she's a seamstress. She's also somebody with a family and people that need things, and like you get to go in line with everybody else.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm gonna fate the 6.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify what it is that you wanted from her. Finding her is the task. What's the intent?
I'm gonna have her make a wolfskin cloak.
Okay, gotcha.
With the head on top.
Dustin, you're gonna look like Ulfric Stormcloak, only with a wolf, not a bear.
And full armor.
Quick question. Will getting over the ob give me a benefit to well, I guess never mind. I'm good. I rerolled the 6 and I got it, so I'll take it.
So 2 successes. That will.
And that dings my circles.
Nice. Ba-bing! Very good. So yeah, you want to have her make a custom.
Well, first, I want to see what is she doing when I get up to her.
She's like darning a blanket. Do you darn blankets? She's like mending a blanket.
Darn you, Blanket!
Does she have her family with her?
No, she's kind of sitting like against one of the buildings. Like there's a handful of people around, but she's just
I'll
got
kind of
like
go up and crouch
basket
next to her, and I'll put a hand on her shoulder and I'll say, "Tola, how are you doing?"
She she kind of looks up at you and is like, I'm
And I just smile.
doing fine, Father, just helping out where I can. She gestures to the like basket full of clothes and blankets and socks and just random shit.
I kind of smile and say, "Helping where we can. There's no finer way to walk the path." I have a favor to ask of you, and I understand it's not a small favor. Right now, with how the state of how the town has been, we need some kind of unifier, a symbol to look to,
Like
especially with this wolf attack. And I don't know if you heard, but Aldwin has now slain 2 of these creatures.
She says,
If I were to retrieve a skin for you, would you be able to fashion a cloak for Alduin to wear to be a symbol of hope to this town?
She she's like, of course, Father, you bring me the material. I'll be happy to make that for you.
Very well. I can get it to your. Does she work out of her house, or does she have like her own actual business place?
Normally, yeah, no. She's it's a cottage industry, right? Like, there's not a whole lot of people like coming through to the clothing store. She on market day she'll bring stuff out, but yeah, it's not like she owns a home and some kind of storefront. Like,
okay, then I will see what I can do about getting it to your house. So when you return, you can work on it. Thank you. May the virtuous divinity bless you. And I say a small prayer over her, and I start walking out.
Nice. Yeah, she's just like, bring it whenever, and goes back to repairing her blankets and clothing and whatnot.
And I'm actually gonna leave the keep.
Okay. Where are you going?
Aldwin, when you said, was it just kind of like we recommend you don't leave the keep, or is it like no one's leaving the keep, we have guards keeping you out?
Yes.
To which one?
The second one.
Okay.
Cool.
Until we can establish that the town is safe, or the surrounding area of the town, I should say.
I'll go to one of the side doors then, like one of the little back doors.
The back doors in the wall.
Well, there's little like side doors here and there in the wall. There's not just the one entrance, I'm assuming.
It'd be kind of a shitty keep if it had a bunch of doors on it.
Right?
Well, like little doors that you can get in and out of,
It doesn't. The size of the door doesn't enter into it.
Yeah, no, this isn't like a big old fucking castle or anything. Like, it's less. These are wooden palisade walls. They're
okay. So it's just the one entrance then?
Yeah, there's the one gate in, and then the whole thing is kind of built up on the hilltop.
I'll go to the front gate then.
Okay, so you go to the front gate, and there are a couple of Imperial soldiers that are sitting there waiting.
And I'll say, "Bless you and your diligence, my sons." Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, Fiona.
Yo.
What you have a couple of things going on in your beliefs. You have beliefs about summoning a guide to help track down Yezi.
Correct the mundo. I imagine that'll be really fun with Yezi and the wolves up there by the thingy.
Oh, it'll be fine. Hey.
Yeah. So, what are you currently doing?
I imagine since she's still missing, that's the most pressing thing that I'm doing.
Okay.
So I probably need to make a circle of some sort and find some sort of, I don't know, ancestor that was like a hunter or tracker of some sort.
Are you in your?
Yeah, I'm in the hut.
You're in the hut.
The bone hut.
So let's take a look here.
No escape.
Spirit binding, summoning.
Hey. Hey.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just covered in paint. It's fine.
All right. So
for a second, I thought you said you were covered in pain, and I was like, "How does that work?" And
I'm covered in pain. Makes sadness.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking at the types of services.
Give you a service.
Physical or revelation, transfer, or physical. Revelation is a question answered. Transference is a granting a trait to you that the entity that you summon has. Physical is an actual physical service. So, are you looking for?
Sorry about that.
Is your intention here to summon a spirit that can actually physically lead people?
I basically need to know where she is and how to get there.
Okay.
So if they can tell me how to get there without actually having to guide me, that's cool. But if they need to guide me, that's cool too.
Okay. I was just checking because that sounds more like the revelation. The revelation is a question answered to provide you with information. The sanctified dead can provide that service for you. It is an OB4 test to summon them.
Okay. Do I need to make my magic circle first? Or are the sanctified dead and I cool on good terms?
I mean, nobody's really cool on good terms. The question is, do you want you can make the circle with no problem. It doesn't require a test unless you want to try and get some bonus dice from it.
Gotcha.
So if you want to spend some time actually making the circle to give yourself some advantage dice, then we'll roll a test of circulation. If you don't want to worry about it, you can just we can just say yes. It takes a few hours to make, and then you have it, and then you only have to test
the summoning aspect.
Yes. I mean, unless you want to try and protect yourself or, trap the spirit in there in case something goes wrong. But
see, when you say that, it makes me nervous.
Doesn't she have a belief, something about communing with the spirits every morning? Or an instinct, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Yep, sure do.
Doesn't that help? Give her a helping dice or something?
It doesn't give... Like, instincts never give extra dice.
Okay.
In instincts, either they like break a rule in a certain, like a very specific circumstance, like not having to draw your weapon. They let you take an action when you normally couldn't, or they tell us something about your character.
Okay.
So it's a good justification for logging practice time. You know, it certainly covers, like, oh, I have an instinct. I already have the circle drawn. And if you're not looking to get bonus advantage dice for
Gotcha.
special circle, then yeah, the instinct totally comes into play, and you don't have to spend the time to actually have it written. We can just go straight to the summoning test.
Remind me of my circle options again.
So there is the Summoner's Gate. That is the one that can give you extra dice on your summoning test. There's the Prison Circle, which traps the spirit inside of it.
Okay.
And then there's the Fortress Circle, which protects you or whoever you have put inside that circle from spiritual retribution if they happen to go free or something goes poorly.
Do I think something's going to go wrong? I don't know.
Well, let's check the Nicole checklist. Are you using magic or something related to magic?
I suppose.
Then yes.
Alrighty, what's my circle test?
Which circle are you making?
Maybe one that'll give me a bonus die to my summoning.
The ob for that is however many bonus dice you want. So if you're like, I want to make a gate that will give me 2 extra dice, it is an ob 2 test.
Just one is fine.
You should go for an ob 12.
Haha, Dustin.
Okay, then it's ob 1. It takes 1 hour per obstacle point, so it basically takes you an extra hour of time to shore up all of the symbols and whatnot.
Okay.
If you fail this test, then there is a flaw in your circle.
Super good.
Always awesome.
I've experienced that personally.
Motherfucker, what is happening? Cool. It's good.
Everything looks great.
I imagine I'm running on very little sleep, and I'm like, you know what? Looks good. Let's do it.
I tell you, the Nicole flowchart never fails.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. No. Everything looks totally fine.
It looks great. I love it.
Yeah.
So up 4.
Yeah,
I can't really fork anything into summoning, correct? Unless I do
things you could fork
ancestor-wise.
Summoning ancestor-wise.
Yes,
Absolutely,
I'll take it.
You could.
Successful circle rolls.
If you
full of jokes tonight, Dustin.
All right.
If you have a first order affiliation with
not this one.
With them? Okay.
Ooh, you can get affiliations with different spirits. That's cool.
With
Does she have reputations with spirits?
Oh yeah, do I have reputations?
I'm asking you, Nicole.
I'm looking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking Shaun. I was like, I don't know.
Reputation, reliable summoner, 1D.
Yeah.
That's for people. Oh no, that's
nope.
Them's are spirits, so is that an extra modifier?
That is a, yep, that's a 1d modifier.
So we're up to 2 modifiers?
Yep. +2. And you can always summon carefully. Which,
I always summon carefully, Shaun.
Which will give you a die, but it adds an extra time-based complication. In this case, I think the complication will be that that your summoning has taken up enough of your time that let's see. What's a good time?
Does Cordia need to come knocking and have something to say about it?
Oh. No. No, it's not that she is coming knocking. It's that she was going to be like because she's technically the one in charge right now. Like she was going to bite the bullet and like start having some conversations with the leaders of the community that are here. But you're locked up in your thing, and she's just gonna be like, all right, fuck it, never mind, we don't need to wait for her.
Okay, maybe I won't do that, so I'll just do 2 modifiers.
Well, that would only happen if you failed.
It's not going so hot tonight for me, Shaun, so... do I need to spend any on that? Let's go no. Face up 4. Oh, thank Jesus.
Nice. Well done.
Who's my new friend, Shaun?
Who is...
You got some 6s in there, too.
They automatically re-roll, so...
Oh, yeah, because it's the summoning test.
Yeah, a spirit appears to you, and things do not go poorly. And you hear the voice call out, I've heard you calling for me, child. What do you wish of me?
Our leader has been kidnapped by the Great Wolves. I need to know where she is so I can bring her back. And how to get to her.
The spirit, you get the sense that it's a she, although it's hard to tell with ghosts sometimes. Says, this information is known to me. If you will pay my tribute, then I will give you the answer you seek.
What sort of tribute do you ask for?
She says, my husband still, or no, she says my daughter is still among you. And our fortunes were lost long ago. If you can pay her inheritance, then that will be tribute enough for me.
How much is her inheritance?
All tributes are it's a resources test that's equal to the ob of the spirit that you summoned.
So ob for resources.
Yes.
Ouch.
You're welcome. So you beat your ob by 1. You're welcome to bargain with the spirit, if you would like.
I might have to, just because while I am a reliable summoner, I am not a rich one.
Can she not bargain, but can she haggle the resources down?
I'm happy to help her out, but I don't have much to give here.
No, there's a list of what spirits will accept, and you don't haggle the actual test. Or the actual ob of the resources test. You
bargain. Okay.
Yeah.
What are Nicole's options if she wants to bargain for less than a tribute?
So if you you make a versus test against the spirit.
Okay.
And you can either depending on what the most appropriate thing is, you can either extend the duration of this service that the spirit will do for you.
Okay.
Or lower the scale of the spirit's price. So the scale is mark is the lowest, which is where the spirit marks you for the duration of the service. Then tribute, then possession, then physical, a physical action, like you have to go on a quest or something for it. An untainted mortal soul, the summoner's soul, the maximum price is the summoner's soul plus any number of other prices.
Not many of those sound very appealing.
Well,
if you want to haggle it down, you'd haggle it down to it marking you in some way for the duration.
Yes.
And there's not a smaller tribute?
Nope.
Okay. Let's go for the mark then. Okay.
So the two of you start to haggle. It's got 4 dice. So let me roll its test. I always get it backwards for some reason. It got 2.
Okay. And what am I rolling?
You are going to make either bargaining or haggling, whichever one you have.
Oh, thank God, I'm bargaining.
If the entity wins the bargaining test, they raise the price 1 step. Do not trifle with me, mortal.
With the extra success on my summoning, where does that come in?
That's actually a thing that you have to spend in order to
even start to bargain.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
If you had more successes, then you could spend those in the test, but no.
Yeah.
I'm getting...
So it's obtuse.
So everything... No, first of all. Can I use some flattery with some ancestor-wise of... I'm not in it for the money, I'm in to help. I don't have any monies.
I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome to entreat upon your, or try and convince it that you just can't pay its tribute.
Does that mean, can she fork it in then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't go into this to make the monies.
Yeah. No. If you fail. Then it will actually bump it up. The next one up in line is possession.
Super good.
And it'll demand.
And once the roll's made, that happens. So it has to be accepted, right? Or can she be like, nope, we're just gonna wash it all now and. Or is by making the roll, does that mean she's accepted the risk of possession?
Yes. If you make the roll, you've accepted the risk. You can always back out and just be like, no, I'll make that ob for resources test.
Okay. Base up 2.
So, you
I can re-roll that 6 though. I'll spend a fate.
Yeah, you can spend.
Yeah, because right now it's a tie. Doesn't modify it. Doesn't have to beat the.
Yeah.
I'll give you one of those. Ooh,
Nice.
Can I keep going?
Yeah, you're welcome to. Don't forget to mark that you've that you're spending these.
Yep.
Routine bargaining and fate.
If I keep doing better, do I get more things?
No. There's only so much that you can do. But
so there's not much. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you don't have to spend any more fate. Like once that's open ended, it's already open ended. So you may as well see how many successes you got from that. Dang.
So 4 successes.
4 successes.
So what does she owe me at this point?
Yeah. It doesn't quite work that way.
It should though.
But if you want, you can actually let's see. If you had lost a round, then you can spend extra successes to try and keep bargaining. No, let's
Side note, that rule always seemed weird to me because it's kind of like not let it ride, but it's also using your successes. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, so the two of you haggle back and forth for a little bit, and then finally you come to an agreement, and the spirit is says very well. You wear my mark until the crescent moon rises in the sky, and I will give you the information you seek.
Wonderful, thank you. What's the mark?
She what's a good mark? Like it's something obvious. Like there's a her name appears in like a runic script across your forehead. It doesn't like, it's not painful. It's not like it's cut
on my forehead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice tat, bro.
Yeah. It like glows slightly. Yeah, and it's
But people in this town are used to that because you probably do it often as you're doing the service of spirits. So
yeah,
they just go, oh, he's got a spirit to help her, and that's what her price is.
This is the least that they will ask for.
Okay. Last time I got to wear a ring.
Last time you did. This time the spirits are slightly more demanding.
That's cool. Get this bitch and tattoo it for a month.
Yeah. And she says that, this is what we agreed. Is the bargain struck?
Yes.
You feel like almost like a light breeze pass across your forehead, and it tingles a little bit, and then the spirit says, the person you seek sits high in the mountains, to the north and west. She is in dangerous company.
Is she still with the wolves?
She says, yes. The wolves and one whose voice we could hear once, but no more.
'Cause his fingers broke, yo.
That makes it sound like they did it on their own, Dustin.
That's a good point.
I'm okay with people assuming that.
Yeah, his fingers just broke. I don't know what happened.
And they all just broke. It's crazy.
Because, well, spirits use ASL, so...
American Sign Language?
Mm-hmm. American Sign Language in the town of Gospel.
Is she in danger at this, like, physical danger right now?
Let's find out.
I mean, it's a spirit. She's like, yes, she is in danger.
Okay.
I mean, she's essentially a walking chew toy.
That's true.
Nothing's chewed on me yet.
With meat inside.
You were lightly nibbled when she carried you.
That's more of a Kong.
It wasn't lightly nibbled.
Am I allowed to know her name since I did so good?
Sure. Let me come up with a name for her.
Their name, I guess, whatever they want to be.
There it is.
Guys, look at I'm making a candy corn.
That is a candy corn.
Well, not yet. It will be. Just calm down.
Let's
see. Her name was Tonna. Let me put that in the chat.
Tona. I can hear Matt through, like, the floors. I don't know what he's saying, though.
He's muted.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he realizes he's muted.
And did you?
And he's gone.
Did you check those fate out of your card hand?
Muted again, Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was at 6 and I tossed it on the board. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, okay, let me.
Matt, there you go. Now you're not muted.
It's not showing up on the table, but that's fine.
Yeah, Shaun, because I think isn't summoning like circles, so if they beat the ob of the summoning, they get a name and they get +1 to summoning in the future. That same spirit. Because it eventually can turn into a relationship. I thought. Maybe I'm incorrect.
Let's see.
It doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, it's not explicit, but it's fine. Or it might be in there, and I'm just not saying it.
And it might have been the old rules, and when it went to the codex, they changed it. So
that's entirely possible too. So meanwhile, speaking of people in danger, Yezi.
I'm not in danger. I'll just throw a stick.
Is it a meat-filled stick?
Go get it.
Ask her the quintessential philosophical question of who's a good girl, and she will.
She will respond. Can any girl be truly good? No, you caught a fitful sleep on the cold floor of this place, and you're awoken by not exactly a sound, but like almost like, you know how like bass can sometimes vibrate the floor.
Yeah, where you can feel something but not hear it.
Yeah. So you get that sensation, and it wakes you up. And you open your eyes, and there's sunlight coming in through the through the opening to the cavern you're in. And you can see in like this sliver of light that's cutting across the well that that the surface of it, which isn't quite water, has been disturbed. It's got that like Jurassic Park T-Rex like ripple.
I mean, not that Yezi knows, but as a player, like presumably when Fayana summons. Sorry, I missed all of it. Tygo was crying because the dinosaurs are dead.
Oh no!
That's a very hard thing to like
feel that
away. So it took a minute up there.
But yeah, bro.
It was so sad.
Like he just now realized what it means that dinosaurs are extinct.
I think it's just the age when they're starting to comprehend, like, that things die, and it was like a cartoon of them excavating dinosaur bones, which is just a bunch of dead dinosaurs, and that's really traumatic.
Right.
So yeah, like, but as a player, like, it's when Fayana is summoning.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Is a Turd Bucket Crookfinger there?
Yeah, he's kind of curled up against a boulder, and kind of huddled down into his like worn ass, dirty traveling clothes.
Does that wake him up at all, like it did me, or is he just used to it?
Yeah, you see, like when you look over he's looking over at you. He does it. Like, he's got that expression like, yeah, this is a thing that happens. So it's not exactly surprising for him.
Yeah.
But like, he also understands how weird it is the first time that you see that. You also see that there's what, four wolves in here.
You can take them.
No, they're all like curled up, kind of around the space, and all of them, like, all of their ears kind of perk up, and you can see them twitch. As it, like,
oh god,
that sense that they're aware, like, of what's going on around them, even though they're resting.
They're asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? What?
Gwynnm?
Gwynnm. Yeah, I asked Gwynnm. I'm like, is it like, it always does that when you guys summon.
He says it. Yes, I've seen it happen before. Not that we spend a great deal of time up here.
How long have you been in this cave with the wolves?
He kind of looks back, and he's perhaps a week before they brought you. Before that, I traveled, and he kind of gestures kind of vaguely.
That direction?
Yeah, over here. Yeah.
We're this way.
No, he says Gostvik isn't the only village in this valley.
What?
More people live here?
Wait a minute.
I had no idea. I've just been ruling this one tiny town.
Yeah, no, he said I spent most of my time traveling from town to town, and he's looking for what aid I could find.
Did we ever get into what happened to his hands?
I
I don't think. Yeah, I'm just. What did happen? Like what?
That's rude. You can't just ask somebody what's wrong with their hands.
No, he's one of my citizens, and he had perfectly fine working hands with which he was going to curse my ass. And now he just doesn't, and he's in a cave with wolves. Like, I have a right to know. Well, I don't.
There's a gap there that I'm curious.
It's legit for me to ask.
Oh, yeah.
And for the record, I never knew he was going to attack me. So I'm just like, oh, it's sad that your hands are all messed up. Tell me more.
Yeah, he and he's like, how did you not know about this? I assume that you sent him to do it.
Sent who? I didn't send anyone to do
that mad dog in priest's robes you keep around.
Oh. Like she wants to be surprised and she's just like
but she's not.
Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's worth anything, but I wouldn't have ordered that. Why would I have ordered that? Why did he break all your fingers?
Yeah, he's like, because he's a foreigner and a bigot, and you can tell that he's not being entirely honest with you.
Matt's a bigot.
Yeah, also in like a good moment, just kind of looking at him, be like he just showed up and broke all your fingers. He was like, haha, you're a local, and did that.
He says he's your pet.
He's my nothing. He showed up with the Dominus. Why did he break your fingers? You.
Yeah, and like he kind of shrinks back, like gives you that body language of like, this isn't something that I want to discuss, and is just like, if you want to know, bring it up with him.
I like look at the wolves. I'm like, no, I think I'll ask you right now.
How are you going to get information out of this guy?
Break him again.
He still has toes, doesn't he?
I have interrogation.
I
don't know what that entails.
Oh man, interrogation's all about questioning somebody. Let's take a look.
Skills. Beer wise, no.
Good skills.
I miss beer.
Interrogation.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
What? I turned my headphones around, now you're in the other ear and I can't concentrate.
I'm sorry.
Using a peculiar logic, interrogators gain information from unwilling subjects. A successful interrogation means the victim character has given up the information the players are looking for. And it's their will.
Oof.
What is his will?
His will is 4. Yeah, and he doesn't really have like a cross intent here. Like, he doesn't want anything out of you. Like, he just doesn't want to answer your questions.
No, he's talking to us.
I could hear you talking through the basement, and everything else is just frozen. So I don't know what you said. I heard his will, and then it just cut out.
Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's only happening for me.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying that he doesn't have a counter intent for you. So yeah, he just doesn't want to answer your questions. Like, he just wants to be like, I don't want to talk about this, and like roll over. So yeah, if you fail, like, you question him, and like, he just stops answering and then pretends to be asleep. like it's
what a child.
Yeah, no, it's obvious what he does. But like there's that point where you're just like, fuck, I'm not gonna get answers out of this guy.
He's not giving me anything.
Yeah.
Did you say what his will was?
It's 4.
Okay.
It's a will of 4.
Okay, can I state kind of what I want to do for the argument and then argue for the forks I want to use?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to be like, look, Gwenna, you disappeared the night we tried to lay my son to rest. And, you know, everything was completely different back then. And I understand that you and what the hell is her name? My enemy.
Oh, Gisela?
What's his face's mom? Yeah. Like, I understand, like, you and Gisela were on, you felt like you were on an opposite side of me, you thought I wasn't doing enough. Like, I understand there might have been some things in play that, at the time, like, may have been not in the best interest of the most people. But I'm just curious, you know, it would be great to have you back in town. And it's not like I'm going to do anything here. But, like, I know he's a brute. But I also don't think he did that for not perceive, like, without perceiving that there was some risk. To him, to the settlers, to, like, the guard, to whoever it was, you know. There must have been something that made him do that. So you know what? I want to know. I'm not gonna, you know, do anything to you about, like, I'm not gonna cast you out because, like, we're in a cave with wolves. I know. But yeah, like, basically I want to make the offer to him, like, look, just tell me, come back to town, like, we'll forget it ever happened. But I need to know why this rogue priest attacked you.
Nice.
So I want to fork, if possible. This isn't going to work. I want to fork persuasion and town-wise.
Persuasion, yeah. Like, because forking persuasion into interrogation is being good cop. Forking intimidation is being bad cop.
Yeah, but I figured, like, town-wise to be like, yeah, no, like, you don't understand what a different place the town is now. Like, you're not my concern.
Okay.
Because it really was a very different situation back when that happened. The Dominus was in charge.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
I was still a hostage, you know. So, okay. We're gonna do... Oh, 20. Yeah, 20 modifiers.
All those modifiers, that's a lot of dice.
That's not a lot of persona. I mean, it is, but I might get eaten by a wolf later. So we'll just go with that. That looks good. Why not? Fucking, you said it was 4?
I'm 4.
Whee!
What the
Never
fuck?
mind. Never mind. I demand real dice. I don't believe this.
Yeah.
I don't buy the dice roller, and this is all bullshit, and I want real dice. I'm sick of this. I fucking roll 0 all the time.
As you're talking to him, like, as you're asking these questions, like, he's like, snuggling down in his coat, and, like, rolls, like, turns his back towards you while you're still talking, and then, like, as you finish your speech, there's the conspicuous, like, there's this pause, and then fake snores. Like,
I throw a small rock at him, and I'm like, you are worse than my children. Yeah, so like what's up with the wolves after this? Are they like can we skip to that?
Yeah, you most of them like they're all kind of not they're not paying that much attention to you, but you can see the big she wolf like has one of her like big yellow eyes like open, like she's got her head down on her paws, like she's sleeping. But you can see that she's got one eye open and is like it's flicking back and forth between the two of you. Like she's awake and aware of you, but she's kind of staying out of
Whatever this is.
yeah, of your smelly human business.
Petty human squabbles.
That's right.
It's not like I'm gonna wait. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, already this situation was weird, but now that it's like that the sun's coming up and is shining, like, she's the one that's kind of in the entryway of this cavern, and in the sunlight, like you can see her fur. Like at first it looks like a breeze is blowing it, and then you realize that there's no wind, and there's just like weird patterns that are shifting across her fur. Like none of the other ones seem to be doing that. All of them are huge, but they've just got normal fur.
She's the only freaky one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for her to like acknowledge that she's awake. I'm not, let sleeping wolves lie and all that.
Sure. Like if you're clearly like waiting for her, she's not gonna belabor the point. Like when she realizes that you want to talk to her, like
Yeah.
she lifts her head, and kind of pads between her pack mates towards you.
I made an Easter egg.
It's a pretty good Easter egg.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll stop shoving rocks at the camera. Um. So yeah, like, just gonna be like, okay, so I understand your concerns with the well and God, that word, the well and the veil.
The well and the veil.
Yes, those. Like I understand your concerns with those. What now?
Uh, she uh she kind of like cocks her head, like, why are you asking me this question? And then she's like, you'll tell your fellows to stop calling the ghosts.
Yeah, I will go back and we will discuss it and see what we can do to meet your demands. Are you saying that I will be sent back to my village, though?
She she she's she kind of shrugs, and is like, you're free to go when you wish. We can catch you if we need to.
I'm not questioning that. I have a shit, sorry. I have a proposed arrangement, however, since this seems to be of the utmost importance to you. A deal, if that makes more sense in your language.
She kind of growls, and as she does, you see the other three kind of shift in their sleep, like start picking up their heads, and she says, I did not come here to make deals. I came here to make demands.
That's fine. And also, I'm the alpha of my pack. and the one that they're most likely going to listen to. Our soldiers have proven that they can put up a good fight against you. You might have more kills, but we have more people to fling at it. And really, if you eat me, they're just going to come up here and kill the rest of you. So either you can hear me out, or you can eat me now and, lose the rest of your pups.
She like when you say that, like she was kind of sitting down on her haunches, like a good girl.
I don't say anything about that.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
That's a good set.
It's good. You got a good set.
Strike a bargain with me.
Yeah, like when you mention her pups, like she stands up on all fours and like leans in towards you. Like, so at this point, yeah, you can. She would be close enough that you could boop her nose.
I don't boop her.
her nose is about the size of your head.
Yeah.
and like you can tell that what you said made her angry, but she kind of pulls back at the last minute, does not sit down, and
well, you don't get treats that way,
and says, what are your demands, Two Legs? Before we get into that, I'd like to bounce back over to...
No, that's fine.
To what's going on in the keep, because Dustin's been the one to hang out for the longest this time. So Aldwin, you were very obviously there when the Tebesians rolled in their dead companion. Shortly after, like, you can tell that people are it's kind of tense, because everybody's like, well, they did save our lives, and then this guy like went off the rails. Like the rumors already spreading through the population like wildfire. And then shortly after, Father Colin went to the gates. What are you doing?
Organizing my men to secure the surrounding area. Search for wolves.
Sure, yeah. Like there's I don't think that there's any conflict in the idea of, soldiers will go out and
And if they don't find anything, I'd probably let the people out.
Obvious.
In limited, yeah. Oh, he's been promoted, by the way.
What is he now?
He's a captain since I'm the commander.
Captain Oppius.
Yes, he is. Because of his work helping save the townspeople.
Nice. Yeah. So Oppius and some dudes are on patrol. Like maybe you're cruising up to the gates to deal with either a group going out or you going out yourself, or seeing if the coast is clear, whatever, while Father Colin is there, and these two guardsmen are very much not letting him go past.
Well, I figured I just walked up at this point, yeah.
I nod, Father Colin, and I continue on my way out the gate. Well, I don't know that he's trying to... I don't know anything.
Well, it's obvious. It's obvious that is what is going on. Like,
well, I understand that, but for all I'm
it
concerned,
is
he's
obvious
another
to
citizen.
both yourself and, like, if it's not something you're interested in dealing with, if you're just like, fuck you, deal with it yourself. Yeah, by all means, leave.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, as Aldwin would see it, I don't want anybody leaving that's not part of, like, my guard detail or is militarily trained.
Oh, okay.
It's not that I don't want to deal with it, is that I don't think he needs to be out, so I don't see why my guards can't handle it.
Cool. Yeah.
Now, if Matt wants to stop me and talk to me, that's fine. That's different. I'm just saying. As I see it, it's another... Because at this point, I'm sure a lot of people are getting restless, and it's not the first person who wants to leave or says they need to leave.
Sure. No. That's kind of why I was framing that as, like, you walk up as they're like, nope, sorry, orders are not to let anybody out. Oh, hello, sir. And they go to open the doors, like, open the gate for you as they're going.
I will reach out and put a hand on Aldwin's arm.
Father, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could do me a favor. I see you're sending men out to check the surrounding area. Could you send some people to the church to check on Chadwick and the people that were there?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sorry, did I not make that clear that the people from the church had, like, eventually made their way back in?
No, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I had meant to make that clear at the beginning. Like,
okay.
Like, eventually, once they felt the coast was clear, like, they'd come and you guys had let them in. So
okay.
Then I would instead try to beg Aldwin to allow me to come with him to provide last rites to those dead and dying that are found out there.
Have they not pulled the dead in from the city?
There really wasn't that many dead. Like there was some soldiers, but you know, everybody else had mostly gotten back in thanks to
You're welcome.
Thanks to I was gonna say thanks to Cordia.
Thanks to Cordia.
Cordia, huh?
Oh, sorry.
Out.
Sorry.
Sir.
Excuse me.
Thanks to Fiona. I was getting ahead of myself.
Jeez.
I was getting ahead of myself on a slip up like that is scary words.
Well, I figure, if he's just now sending people out to check everything out, there might be some people that...
No, they've been out. I'm just organizing them.
I would still like to see if I could go with you and provide last rites to bodies that are out there and make sure their spirits find rest. And
I think it's...
And I would not leave your side, of course. I would stay with you, but
I feel it's safer in the walls, and I will have people brought... I will have any victims brought into the keep itself.
I would like to attempt to persuade him.
Are you like?
I'm basically, trying to say, it's what these poor souls need, and helping them reach their resting place and that kind of thing.
Is this an
maybe
argument? Maybe
more suasion than persuasion, but
yeah, I mean, realistically, is this an argument that you're willing to hear, or do you want to try and convince him to stay back and that these people need your help, or are you just going to be like, nope?
Aldwin, I would like to convince Aldwin to stay, or excuse me, to Colin to stay behind. I'm not gonna, unless he makes me upset, I'm not gonna short answer him and just ignore him.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like, no, you need to stay behind.
Yeah.
So versus persuasion then?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's I should have just been clear about that. Do you have a counter intent, or is it just are you just
yeah? My counter intent is for him to stay put.
Okay. Is that does that sound okay with with you, Matt, as far as turning it into a versus test. Because it sounds like versus persuasion to me.
I guess mine'd probably be suasion, just because I'm trying to say, it's spiritually, religiously the right thing to do. But,
Sure. I mean, suasion is just persuasion, but with
God. It's a good thing I have persuasion.
So the stakes are if Father Colin succeeds, then
I come with him.
Yeah, then he's put you in a position where, like, even if you don't think it's a good idea, you can't really say no without looking like an asshole.
I don't have persuasion, so...
Well, this is a good time to test that.
Time to open it.
And if Aldwin wins, then yeah, it's safer here inside.
Did I click something on accident?
That was me. Two successes if it's against his stat.
Well, he just needs to get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he gets 2, then we tie, and then it gets interesting.
Right. Yeah. So there's a beginner's luck. The base ob is 1.
Okay, it's a will.
Yep.
Skill.
Yes.
Can I fork?
You cannot fork in a beginner's luck test.
That's what I was wondering.
Because it's a stat test.
Yeah. Base ob is 2?
The base ob is 1. If you're using the skills being learned thing on the character sheet, it'll automatically factor in.
Okay.
Oh, you must still have.
I forgot to take my wound off.
Yeah. Yeah. So
we tie. What does that look like?
Oh, that's. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, so. The conversation obviously starts out fairly nice. It's persuasion versus suasion, right? Like, and I
remove my superficial, right?
Yeah. Superficials go away after a scene. So.
Sorry about that.
Yep. Nope. That's fine. Yeah. Like, I think at some point, like, the two of you are being fairly nice to each other, but you've gotten to an impasse. Like,
hang on. I can fix it. I can not fix it. I can. I will use my lucky.
Oh, to
break the tie in my favor, and the lucky way is, like, as I'm talking about laying these souls to rest, someone comes by who either was a very good friend of one of the dead soldiers or, like, family of the dead soldiers, and then like grabs my hand and is like, yes, please, like,
I have dead soldiers?
Help that. Well, you lost some. That's what Shaun was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I
like
when
the wolves first attacked. Yeah, there were some lives lost.
Like, basically, like, to me, like, oh yes, please, and it's kind of like a save face situation for Aldwin. Like, it'd look worse if he said no in front of this person or people or whatever.
Yeah, but Aldwin doesn't care.
Yes, but it's not about whether or not you actually care.
Yeah, no, it's about. Yeah, I understand. The tie is broken. So Aldwin is pretty much just fucking fed up of arguing about it and wants to get his work done. He's like, fine, whatever.
Nice. Yeah. So as all y'all start making your way out, like right before the gates close.
Wolf eats Colin.
What's that? No.
Oh.
No. You the gates are closing and you hear Cordia's voice like approaching the couple of guardsmen on the other side of the gate, being like, wait, no, I need to, and then and the gates close, and you can kind of hear the muffled voices of the soldiers being like, "I'm sorry, ma'am, nobody's supposed to be outside, supposed to be leaving the gates."
Good soldiers.
Perhaps you should talk to her quickly, Alduin, before we leave. Making Cordia mad tends to have not the best side effects.
I ignore what you say and keep going.
Nice. Can we take a short break here?
Only because I'm fed up with the whole. I was fed up with the whole argument, Matt. Not because I don't want your input.
Shut up! I'm tired of talking to you.
Aldwin does not want to get into another discussion.
Nice. Yeah. So let's take a short break right here, and then we'll come back and keep going with the session.
Okay.